welcome back to my YouTube channel. Life is a Circus. Long time no see. I had so much going on this past few months, like pretty much always, and also I didn't really know what to film because I was mainly occupied with just like studying and my hobbies. It was just so much going on, but now I have holidays again already, and I thought I'm going to film a quick life update because like my life at the moment is pretty interesting, and I just want to tell you because there's also so much people always asking me, what are you doing, what are your plans? So I want to update you guys a bit. And then I'm also going to do like 10 study hacks, just because like studying is a pretty big part of our lives, and we can make studying so much more effective and quicker if you use like certain strategies, and I just want to show you mine. So this year started pretty rough for me because, as you know, my dog died just before Christmas, and then we had holiday. We went to Zermatt and we had a really great time there. It was also good for our grief because like when we are at holiday, our dog is never there, was never there, so it's like kind of normal that he is not there, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But then when we returned back home, the first few days and weeks of school were really tough. I was really sad and also kind of depressed, and sometimes I didn't knew what to do with my time, and it felt so empty at home. So it was really hard. It still isn't like easy to me. I still miss him. But what kept me going was definitely doing sports, my hobbies, horseback riding, doing dancing, and now I'm also doing a jumping class where I do aerials and saltos and that stuff, and also playing the violin. And I also started playing the piano. I can quick show you a clip of that. It just brings me so much joy. I kind of always wanted to learn it, and then I saw those advertisements of the app called Simple Piano where you can learn piano. And since I already know like I can read like notes and I can hear pretty well how it should sound because of playing the violin for that long time, it's pretty, I think I'm learning it pretty fast to play the piano, and it's just fun activity to do. And music is always keeps me going, like after school or something. It's just so good to play a bit music, to do a bit music. It's just so much fun. And otherwise I did a lot for school because I started to realize that I really need to put in effort to like make this year in math, because it's just really hard. It has been last year too, and like during the year last year I was really bad at math, but then in the end I passed. So I also keep hoping for that. I keep believing in myself because of that. And I know I'm also a person, I give my all when I need to, so I think I also improve. And I have a math tutor now, and I'm grateful that I got one and that I told myself it's okay to get help, because sometimes I struggle with the fact that I can't make everything on my own, and literally everyone out of my math class has a math tutor. So I don't know why I was so against it, because it's a good thing to get help when you need help. It's actually a great characteristic, like many famous people got help when they needed help. So let's talk about school and education. So basically at the moment, as you know, I applied to some schools in the USA, and I also already got accepted at 2 universities. But I'm just waiting to get acceptances or rejections till April to decide to which school I will go to, and also I will only go to like the really top universities, because like it's just a lot of money, and it's not worth spending that much money on an education which is not even that amazing if you can get really good education in Switzerland for free. But what's been going on, and I'm really excited about that, is I had a Stanford interview last week, and that's usually a good sign because they give interviews to you if they think you have an interesting application. So I don't know yet, but the interview went really well. I talked a lot, and I think the interviewer was really interested in me and found that I talked about good stuff. So that's really nice. I am so happy about that. But I also felt really confident, and I just talked and told them my story, and it was all really nice. But like I have a few opportunities, like that's opportunity 1, studying in the USA. And then, as I told you, I also registered to do the numerus clausus here in Basel at the beginning of July, to get into studying medicine in Basel or in Zurich. I registered to both universities, and I just practice now. In case I'm not going to the USA, I would really love to do this test and then study medicine. But then, because it's not so sure that I get in, because like many people want to study it and I have to do well on this test, I also registered to study psychology in Zurich. So these are kind of the plans. And for the numerus clausus, I just have like the full set of study books. It's a lot of books, and those 2 books I also have. But I really love this brand, MedGurus. It's really well known. It basically, in this book, has really nice graphics. It always has like areas where they have tips. Then they write how you should approach the different parts of the tests. And there are basically, I don't know how many, I think 8 parts at the tests. And they just have like explanation, tips and exercises to every 8 parts in this book. And then in all the other books coming with it, they have the separate books for the separate test parts and a little explanation, and then they have just like many exercises. And then in this book there is just like a stimulation test that you can do before, and you also have an online access, so it's really nice. It costs a lot of money, but I have to say it's really good quality. It has nice graphics, and it brings me a lot of joy studying for this test, because it's not just like unnecessary stuff, it's also about medicine, so you can learn a lot of new things. And also I learned a lot of techniques that are useful like to study also at my school. For example, you learn many useful reading strategies, or I also learn, for example, how to like be fast in calculating in my head, and this can also be sometimes helpful. And then you learn strategies about how to read graphs, which is really helpful for my biology study. Or you can you learn to remember things easily. For example, they say this one is a mountain with a tunnel. So I think there are many helpful strategies that I can also apply in my normal studying for like school. So I really love it. It's great. I can definitely recommend this MedGuru thing. So now let's come 10 study tips with me, part of this video. So tip number 1. It's really basic, but it's so useful. Just basically use your time wisely and pay attention at school. You have to be at school, so why don't you use your time at school and actively listen, ask questions and take notes during the lesson. I think that's really important. That's just one step. It saves you so much time. Like at home you can do so much better stuff than at school. So just study in school. Also, tip number 2, study in your free periods. You can also study with other people. It's a great opportunity to learn from each other. And now I come to tip number 3 straight away. Study with your friends, maybe at like a nice cafe. We really like to study together at Starbucks because it's a great working atmosphere kind of, and it can really help to motivate yourself that you have to go out with your friends and there you have to study. And also if your friend's studying something else, you kind of have that study vibe going on, and this is so helpful, I think. And it forces you to study if you have an appointment to go studying. So this is really helpful. Other people also like studying in libraries together, which is also great. But like studying together can be really helpful. Let's come to tip number 4. And for me, this is one of the most important things, which is basically stay organized. Have your sheets together in one folder. I'm quick going to show you afterwards how I do it. And I really recommend you, if you can, I know it's expensive and everything, use your iPad or a computer to take notes. And I can't say enough how much I love GoodNotes, because I just do everything on my iPad with GoodNotes. I have all my sheets here. I have folders for like every subject, and then I even have like subfolders. For example, in math, I have for every chapter, I have the folders, and then you can take just really nice notes. You can insert pictures and everything. I think it's just so great. You can mark stuff. For example, here you can see my notes, and it's just really neat, and you will always get access to it so easily. So I think that's just so great. And also you can also create on GoodNotes, for example, a note block, and you can design it, and there is so many different papers, which is so nice. So that's just an example of a pretty full folder I have. So basically I have those like sections here for every subject. For example, this is math, and whenever we finish a topic, I will put it into the folder, and then I can just do like really nice revision. I find stuff easily because in the front there is always the stuff that we did at last, was always the newest stuff. And then here, for example, I have my French stuff, and then I also have some Math A-level stuff, and then I have my biology stuff here. So it's really helpful. So the next tip is basically get help. So if you need help, that's hack number 5, get help. Ask other students to help you. Maybe go get a tutor. I, for example, now take lessons on mytutor.uk, because these are all tutors that do the same, that studied in the same curriculum. They have all been to really great high schools, and this MyTutor website exists for nearly all the subjects, and then you can see the different tutors and the ratings, and I just chose one and it works so well. I think it's really great. I'm really happy about that. And then also my next advice is watch YouTube videos. Like watching YouTube videos can be so helpful. I especially find it helpful for revision, like before exams. For example, in biology, there are so many good people. For example, the Free Science guy, he's so good, explains everything so well. Or also Simple Club. It's really simple, and the showing of images can really help you. I can show you, for example, here in my biology folder, I also have a few pictures that I just took screenshots out of a video, and they just summarize everything so well. Let's come to hack number 7, which is also a pretty simple thing, but it has like a huge effect. Like in language subjects like French or also German, if you're studying, or whatever subject you are studying, just watch Netflix in this language. And for example, for me, I often watch Netflix now in French because it's just such an easy thing you can do to learn a bit. And I'm putting the subtitles on in French because sometimes I understand French better when I read it than when I just listen to it. But for example, if it's too hard for you, you can also put the subtitles in English or German. But I think it's just a really relaxing activity, but it can help you a lot to just hear it. Also, if you're not really actually learning, you will take it into your brain, and for languages, studies have shown that just hearing it helps so much. So my hack number 8 is revision. So revision is really important, and I just love to make like flashcards for various different things. In math, I will write common mistakes on them. In biology, I have lots of vocabulary, and also for example, for French, I just have some history dates that I need to know. Here you can see I often use Quizlet, just type it in on my own. You can also take pre-made Quizlets from Quizlet. Then I often use the study mode where you have like a build-up to learn it. Then in other subjects, like in math for example, I like to more write it on flashcards because, for example, in mechanics, I like to draw like little diagrams of stuff. For example, here I have some flashcards. For example, particle at equilibrium, which means sum of vertical and horizontal components of forces equals 0. And I will go through my flashcard. I try to go through every day, especially before you go to bed. It's really good. I mean, it probably will haunt you in your sleep, but that's when you can remember stuff the best. So it's actually the best way to do it. And I will just go through them for every subject that I have. And I will put this as the ones that I didn't know, I will put aside, go through the other subjects, and then I will take on the ones that I didn't know again till I knew all of them in one like study session, and then the next day I do the same. And this is really effective revision. Number 9, which is not really a hack, but just like do your homework and do lots of practice, because it will help your confidence a lot, and it will help you to get to know the kind of style of questions. Last and final hack of this video, hack number 10, is do other stuff besides studying and take breaks between studying sessions, because like you're only highly concentrated for about like 40 minutes and then your concentration goes down. So just do like a 5-minute break in between, like reset, eat something, do some sports, do something. And also it's really important to get that school life balance. Do sports, is really good for your brain, and especially sleep enough, because that's when you're the most alert and you can take up the most stuff you learn. So that's really important, and I highly recommend a good hour of sleep. Also beauty sleep, you know. But yeah, that's what's it. I hope it's been somehow helpful to you to see my study hacks. I mean, those things are all pretty simple to do, but they are so effective. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give me a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel down below and share this video with other people. Bye bye. I'm going to see you later, alligator. And if you do fashing or skiing or whatever you do, I wish you a great, awesome time, a great holiday.